भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Yogi Ram Surat राम राम योगी राम सूरत कुमार योगी राम सूरत कुमार योगी राम सूरत कुमार जय गुरु राया Rama 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 Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ram Surat Kumar ki Jai. Sarvam Yogi Ram Surat Kumara Pranamastu. Our grateful prostrations at the lotus feet of Bhagwan, in celebration of the grace that is ever helping us, guiding us and protecting us. But for this huge presence, it's not possible to do anything at all. We have been seeing some stories that have been read out to Bhagwan, and that carries some moral teaching. Now today we shall see one more story. There was a Sejji, a businessman whose business flourished so much that he became the richest man. Now one day, Goddess Mahalakshmi appeared in his dream and said, "Hey Sejji, your auspicious, your punya kalam, the merits that you have earned by your good karmas now will be getting over soon, and I will not be able to stay in your house anymore because your punya karma, all your good deeds are exhausted. It's coming to an end. But all the same, before I leave you, I would like to give you a boon. You may ask for one." Now Sejji said in the dream, he said, "Mother, I do not know what to ask for right now. Will you please give me permission to consult my family members and get back to you?" She smiled and said, "Yes, you may do so," and disappeared. So in the morning when he woke up, the memory of the dream was so fresh, so vivid. Then he knew that Goddess truly appeared. There was such vibration in his body, such clarity in his thinking, and he felt an extraordinary happiness. He called all his family members and said, "Look, Goddess Lakshmi appeared in my dream and she has given an ultimatum. She will soon leave and she may not live in our house from tomorrow, which means we would be losing all that we possess and we would become poor. But she has given me a boon to ask. What shall we do?" His wife said, "Why don't you ask for precious diamonds, which we can keep for a long time? Even Goddess Lakshmi should leave, we could still survive with these diamonds." And then one son said, "We shall ask for a huge piece of land worth several crores, and we could survive on that." And the third one said, Why ask for land? We shall ask for many houses, each one worth millions of rupees, and we can survive on that. So likewise, each one said something that came to their mind which they thought was very great wealth. And then finally, Seji came to his youngest daughter-in-law, whom he always liked. She had wisdom and she always behaved well. So when he spoke to her, she said, "Uncle, why do we ask for diamonds and bungalows and the lands again and again? One day, Goddess Mahalakshmi would appear again and say, your good deeds are exhausted and I would leave. So no matter how much wealth I accumulate, it will be over one day by some means or the other. Instead, if we ask for mutual love and help, that the family should always be united. There should be no division in anybody's mind. That there should be a great love bond between the members of the family. That would be great, because even if you become poor, even if there are the vicissitudes of life that affect us, once we are all united with mutual love, respect and help, then we would be able to keep our happiness no matter what the changes, the challenges that life brings. United, we can face them. That would be a great strength. So Seji listened to the whole thing and he felt the truth of what his daughter-in-law was saying. So the next day when he slept, Goddess Lakshmi appeared and asked. Seji said, "Ma, we don't want diamonds or bungalows or huge land strips. Please bless us with unity and peace and love and joy. This is all we want. We want unity in the house, mutual love. Please give us this boon." Now God Mahalakshmi, Goddess, smiled and said, "Oh, what have you done? I was going to leave today, but you have tied me up to your house again." Seji did not know what to say. He didn't understand. But then Mahalakshmi explained, wherever there is mutual love and help, wherever there is unity in a household, I cannot leave that place. Now I have to continue to live. You have asked a boon and I have to give it, and I have given it. Now you have bound me by this boon. Because now you people, there will be a great love bond between the members of your family, and you will be so united. You will be happy. So this story tells us that if there is unity, peace, and mutual love and understanding and help, the goddess Lakshmi comes to stay. I read somewhere, I don't remember where I read it, the sentence runs like this, that if there is such mutual love and understanding and oneness between a husband and wife, God comes and sits there uninvited. So let us remember that this love is very important. When you are attached to somebody, the attachment has expectations. It brings expectations. And here in attachment, one wants the other one to adjust one's own happiness. Whereas a true love is that where the lover finds his happiness in the happiness of the loved one. The happiness of the other matters more than anything else, more than his own happiness. So the true love does not expect anything. It is love for love's sake. And that is divine love. And that's why the divine would come and stay there. But generally, what we all have is only attachment. And that's why there is so much expectation. And when the other person doesn't come up to these expectations, then there is separation. The quarrels start, and it becomes a chasm between the two. Yajurveda says, if there are two people, one fears the other. So when the one turns into many, there will be many reactions all the time because of the attachments, and rarely we come across this love, this true love. The true love is an expression of the ultimate happiness. And this love, when you have not just the attachment but love, this love would turn into seva. Our devotion to God must become love and harmony with others. And this love and harmony must in turn become seva, without any expectations, and done in the service of God. We shall now offer our today's prayers at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. All these great masters, they have abundance of love, and they don't expect anything at all in return, because they are one with the entire creation. So it's like if they help somebody, it is like helping oneself. There are no others for them. There's only one being. And any help rendered to anyone else is help rendered to oneself. And this love becomes only seva. Unselfish seva in the spirit of surrender to the divine. Now we shall pray to Bhagavan, our usual prayer. Let us start begging. Bhagavan, we beg you again and again, for that's all we can do. And we do it a million times, for your immediate divine intervention to change the way of today's world. Because there is so much violence and growing enmity between people and people, and there is already a war on with all its disastrous consequences. And there is again the attack of the most cruel diseases and the violence of nature. Bhagavan, thou art the cosmic controller. We beg thee, we beg you to bring in peace, unity, mutual love. As I described this story, there should be mutual love and help. And there should be harmony and order and a good control over the diseases and over the violence of nature. Bhagwan, we beg you, just as you used to destroy the Rakshasas, the evil demons, in the Puranic times, all our minds have these evil demons. Only you can destroy, and these are responsible for today's world as it is. We also beg you to reach out to those people who have been stranded in varied parts of the world. They may belong to different countries, speak different languages, and of different religions, and yet they are caught in the trap of Maya, and for some past karma or the other, they have been suffering without being able to find help or protection. We beg you to reach out to them and help and protect them. We also beg you to protect all those unselfish people who have been slogging for the welfare of other people from unhealthy criticisms that come in the way of growth. And Bhagwan, please bless the economy of the country, promote it, and also the growth in varied fields of activity, starting from science and technology up to culture and spirituality, so that India would reach its highest status, the status of world teacher, and conduct the whole world in the path of Dharma. We also beg you to bless us to chant your name, your powerful name, ceaselessly, and for the unbroken remembrance of your Leelas and teachings. Please bless us to assimilate it and make it into Atma Shakti. And please bless us to be sattvic instruments in your hands. And Bhagwan, we want to run our everyday life as an offering to you, but this is not possible unless and until you bless us. We also beg you to bless us not to be caught by the temptations of Maya. We seek that ultimate state of bliss and peace, which is independent of any object or person, but then we need to be purified. Our minds is full of worldliness. And your Divya Mangala Nama, that powerful divine name, is the only weapon to purify it. Please bless us with joyful, ceaseless chanting of your name, so that all this would become our Atma Shakti. We also take refuge in joyful service to you, in whatever part of the world, wherever we live, whatever work falls into our hand. If we are able to do it as service to you, because the whole cosmos belongs to you, and any work in the cosmos anywhere is your work. Bhagwan used to say that everybody is automatically doing only Father's work, as Father has willed it. So if we do it in the spirit of service to you, without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, all this would become Atma Shakti. And Bhagwan, please bless us to practice acceptance of whatever life brings to us, be it a joy or sorrow. Coming from you, they can only be a great blessing meant for our spiritual growth. If we do not have any suffering at all, we would never turn to God for anything. And we all would think that we deserve whatever we get. And so, knowing that every suffering is only a blessing in disguise, we should be grateful to you even for this. Bhagavan, please bless us to be able to see your living, vibrant presence everywhere and in everything. Please bless us, enable us to see your sankalpa, your will behind all the happenings of life. And more importantly, bless us to be able to detect that hidden grace of yours even in the most disastrous suffering of life. When there is a sudden attack of some past karma, we all know what happens. Everything misfires. Everything goes wrong. And you don't know what is causing it. You get confused, depressed. We begin to blame everyone else for our failures. We resent God that He has let us down, little realizing that we have invited Him by ourselves. Bhagavan, you would convert all our difficulties into great blessings, for that is your promise to us. Please bless us to be grateful to you all the time. We seek your blessings for all the species of the cosmos, in whatever state of being, whatever state of misery they are, to be lifted to a higher plane. And finally, we seek liberation from the vicious cycle of births and deaths, for which we have to give up this ego, this I and mine. Whatever we come across, we want it for ourselves, and if not for ourselves, we want it for our people, our own people. We become so miserly and narrow in our attitude to things and people. Please free us from the tyranny of this ego and bless us with that immortal life, that eternal living and eternal servitude to you, that eternal supreme entity. Jai Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar.